Welcome to week 4, our class digital animation. And this week we're going to be publishing our finished animation. Week 1, design. 2, create characters. 3, animate them. And 4, we do the publishing. So for this week, we are also going to be bringing from last week the sound effects and bring it all together into a single publishable form. And this publishable form can be implemented into our portfolio or website. So the readings and tools this week are specified here. We have, once again, a lynda.com playlist. We're doing chapters 8, 9, and 10 in the list of from understanding the audio and video and publishing. So also on the Adobe, we have the websites to and videos there to review. We'll have final assessment this week, and it will be based upon the questions will be coming from the lecture, but also the reading of materials. And this here will document the publishing format that you export your video and animation in. You have the options of 2 of these formats. The SVG is a graphic, and the HTML5 canvas is the published form. OAM is the open standard. WebGL is, if you have a WebGL project file, you can create the WebGL format. SWF is if you have the ActionScript 3.0 project file. Okay. So let's look at some of the aspects of the creation of the animation. Okay, so you have your animation, and you bring in your audio. The publishing settings are here, and based upon the type of project file, I'll show you here. When you created your original project file, did file new, you chose among these. HTML5 Canvas will be web-based and without the Flash Player engine. This one will output the SWF, and it will require a Flash Player for its being run. WebGL is a different format, and the graphics library that's for 2D and 3D animations. These others are for types of publishing output that will work on mobile devices. The Air platform. So once you've selected those, that will dictate the types of publishing settings that will be available to you. So there's a one-to-one mapping between the publishing settings and the type that you have. Here we've selected HTML5 Canvas, and its corresponds with the publishing output of JavaScript HTML. You can also create just an image, which is just a screenshot type thing, the OAM package. In addition, if you like, this OAM is a standard format. The SVG, likewise. To compare the difference between the OAM and SVG, and those are not animated, the formats that normally are used in your output. The SVG file format is also an open standard, as is the OAM. And the SVG file format stands for Scalable Vector Graphics. And it is the value of the SVG format is it's good for two-dimensional graphics, and it does have support for interactivity and animation. And so imagine how the HTML5 works with JavaScript, and while SVG, on the other hand, it was developed back in 1999, and it offshoot from a thing called Precision Graphics Markup Language. And so it does have native browser support and mobile support. And let's see if I can tell you a little bit more about the SVG. It is itself, in the same way that Canvas is its own tag, HTML5 tag, SVG is its own tag. And let me show you let's see if I can bring this over to you. So you can see SVG is its own tag, so it'll output in that. And scalable SVG it will output the objects of your source, and but it doesn't support dynamic drawing. So that's scalable vector graphics. And the OAM package, on the other hand, is different than the SVG, because it is also a standard, and OAM is something that you can export to. And to learn more about the OAM format, you can go to the Adobe website and learn how this OAM format has come about, and what it's good for. It is popular, and you can export it to Animate CC and or Dreamweaver. So I don't think W3 Schools has any tutorials on it, though. I haven't never read one there. I don't totally understand why they've created the OAM format in their the package in the export, because you have JavaScript and HTML. So I don't really understand the value of OAM. So it's, you know, when you click on the help, it's only going to, if I hopefully select it, and maybe that'll help bring up the help file for OAM. So animated widget files is where the word comes from. And these little widget files are embedded. You can embed them and import them into other applications. So it doesn't take over the whole web page as it would with a exported, you know, JavaScript. This takes over, generates the entire web page, whereas OAM is like a widget that can be embedded. So scalable vector graphics, JPEG's like a snapshot, OAM is like a widget, and this is your standard export kind. All right, so you can choose 2 of those for the assignment. And then upload the file. Okay. All right.
Gotten a facelift and everything, but the only downside is, where's it at? When he moves across the stage, his legs don't move. That's it. He stopped there.
Okay,
but then when you
do a single click on him, let me see.
There we go.
Was that a double click?
I think it was.
Can you go back up to the scene 1 just for a second? Yeah, and then do a single click. Okay, single click, and now let's look at the properties. I can't hear you anymore. I can hear you now.
Okay.
I think that was my Wi-Fi. There kind of had a little glitch.
It cut out. What I was saying was, should this information right here it should be over here. So I need to copy all of this. Oops.
Hey, wait a second. Yeah, we might. Let's see.
I didn't notice I was on a 3rd layer instead of on the T1. See, the legs work.
Okay, let's do this. Go back to scene 1. I want to try something here.
Okay.
And what I want you to do is just click delete. Probably like, don't. I'm not asking you to. It's because it's actually all there still. Because it's in. Okay, well, let's do this. Leave it there. Go to the library. And is turtle right? Is that the one? Drag turtle.
Turtle. Yeah, turtle right.
Yeah, drag that turtle out onto the screen and drop him anywhere you want. Just drag him and drop him.
Do I wish to replace the existing tween?
Yeah, let's do that. Let's try that because I think
the
T1. Is this T1 or T2?
T1's the righty.
Okay. All right. Just for the heck of it, I want you to play. You can make it smaller if you want.
We'll call him Gigantor.
It's your TV. Take it with you with DirecTV.
Dude, turtle. Okay. Now,
Okay.
watch this guy. He'll go.
I'm taking out Tokyo.
Yeah. Now it's going to be interesting because he's going to go backwards. But watch this. I'm pretty sure he's going to go backwards. Maybe not. Oh, I see that you're on frame 240. Anyway, so
Crap.
jump to the. It's all right. Let's just. I'm experimenting just a little bit. So.
Oh wait, hang on.
So jump to the very beginning. Yeah, where you are, and then let's. Here we go. Press play and watch what happens. See that? Check it out. You see what he's doing?
Oh, that's awesome! His legs are moving.
He's going invisible every once in a while too. That's impressive.
Every so often. Yeah, I'm pretty good at it. Disappearing on only leg turtles.
Yeah, I think this guy's kind of got some magical, mystic something. Now, here's the point I want to point out. It is that one that we just dragged across, and frankly, I want to show you. Let's just keep experimenting here for a second. Go to the library, and let's see. Scrub back to like frame 1. We're going to back off all this stuff here in a second, but I just want to show you a few things. Okay, click on the library and drag the same guy, Turtle-Right AI, and put him off the stage up in the upper right. We're going to have a couple. I just want to show you how this works. Oh, okay, so it's going to replace. Go ahead. It's because we got T1 selected down there, and every time T1 knows that it's associated with a particular instance, and every time we bring one on, it's saying, "Oh, well, obviously you're wanting me to replace the instance that I'm currently selected." So here's my point: Turtle-Right is the guy that dances, and Turtle-Right, this one is trained to dance, because when you I say dance or walk, and so when you press play, you can see the movement. If we see that.
Okay, so that's the one that has all the.
Yeah, turtle. That's the one that has the movement, and that's the one that we want to. We want to use this one at this level, just like you're doing, because when a second ago when we had this as part of a movie clip, you remember we had a level in there, a T2.
Yeah.
Now that you bring it up to this level, it's allowed. It does its thing. Having that other T2 movie clip symbol in there was kind of masking the animation that this thing knew how to do.
Okay, so whatever I just taught it to do, it's just going to bring it to this level instead of copying and pasting and all of that.
Right. That's what I wanted to show you. You don't have to do all that. So if you want, what you can do is back up until, of all the things I just had you do.
Oh, okay.
Control Z until we're back to where you were. And so.
I go to an animal shelter, or do the cats just magically appear?
Oops.
My name is John Short.
There you go.
All right, and so yeah, be careful, because watch where your scrub, because where your scrub is gonna dictate.
There we go.
Where this guy is.
I removed the tween off of it. Okay. I just wanted to make sure. So start at 70. And I'm going to add a tween right there. And zoom in just a smidge.
Tom Selleck stars in a new Blue Bloods.
There we go. Okay. So right here, we're going to go and walk on to the stay
Sunday?
And they just went right by the camera.
What?
Just flashed around the bushes.
Sounds number 4.
Dun,
Patrick,
dun.
you okay? You okay? As Patrick and I were conducting.
Maybe
Okay.
I can actually introduce some sound effects too, or kind of voice.
Oh, snappers. I didn't trade out the crap.
I'm just gonna hang out right here.
Okay, there we
I'm
go.
not sure what's going on, but we're on the phone now.
Excuse me.
There's no way to get help until morning.
Back at the mine, the new split shift schedule has presented Matt an ideal opportunity to show what he can do on the mine. Burning candles both ends. It's really hard to keep that kitchen going all the time and to, jump in my digger and
Here anymore.
Okay, I'll see you in a bit.
Being there, really made me feel a sense of accomplishment, and especially when things is complimenting me on the work I did. That struck a chord. So my very first priority out here is actually to be a miner and to get that gold out of there. The Jamal Strong Show begins to stall as the mucker starts to inexplicably misfire and lose power. Go! What do you know, dude? There's nowhere to go!
Boom, boom, boom. Boom.
Previously on Ghostline. We got a problem out here.
Okay.
Shut down the Crescent Mine. I'm out of here. I'm with
Take care of the disappearing body.
Hell's Canyon nearly 3 dozen Chinese miners were massacred. Hear that? Alone in Hell's Canyon, Idaho, they attempted contact with tortured souls and murdered Chinese miners. Under the souls right there. But they experienced a disturbing, unexpected attack.
Oops.
The Back Express, we gotta get this up. A series of mysterious mechanical failures leaves the miners in a fight for their lives. There's a fire! Get out of here! Indoors next Thursday. Catch a new episode of Mom starting now, only CBS. Well, there's all in with music legends sing. Plus, Tandy Newton.
Nope, I didn't want to do that.
What the hell is your problem? I'll show you what my problem is. My problem is your crazy. Call me crazy one more time. You're crazy.
Told you.
Give me the look your face right now. Get out.
That's what I need.
I told you. Running away from a fight.
You just told me to leave, Psycho!
And one thing, let's go ahead now. Let's see. I'll go ahead just so that we can not have that as on our audio track.
Yeah. Let's see here. Okay, there we go. Okay. All right, so I went ahead and okay, so he's got all the walking done. So then how do I stop it again?
We
Like,
give the instance a name.
okay, so then I would select him,
Click on properties.
properties.
In order to stop him, he's gotta be a movie symbol. I wonder if that movie clip.
Movie
I wonder
clip.
if that's gonna
I
affect
wonder if that's gonna,
walkability.
yeah, because didn't that stop? Yeah, it stopped his walking ability again. Oops. Try it again. Yeah, he doesn't know how to walk anymore.
Okay, let's go back and let's do this. Let's go in your library and let's make a copy. Right click on turtlewrite.ai, right click, and do a duplicate. Right click again. Let's see. Right click and click duplicate down like 7
Oh,
down.
duplicate.
Yep. And let's just say, let's call Turtle Write movie clip or MC or something like that.
Okay.
And change his type to a movie clip. So you can just do
Okay.
MC or whatever. Move it. Yeah. Very cool. Very creative. Okay, click OK. All right, now take that movie clip and drag it out onto the let's do this. Let's create a new layer. Well, it's going to ask us to replace the guy, but let's go ahead and see if we can get this. Now that this is a movie clip, let's see if we can create a tween and bring this out, and let's just play with it for a second because now we copied and we made the new thing a movie clip, and that's something we can programmatically control. So
okay, so Mr. Move It is right there.
Yeah, like go to frame
I'm
70.
just gonna shrink them down.
Okay.
And we're gonna go to 70.
Insert keyframe there, and then move them, and then create a tween. Wait a second. Wait, stop right there. Stop. It's already a symbol.
Yes.
He's already.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Yeah.
So then we just have to do a.
Right.
That's right. I forgot.
All right. So let's see. We're on the right. I think it might have created a motion tween to the right, though. So undo that, bring them back, and then scrub down to frame 1. And there, let's create the motion tween because we were on frame 70 because we created it. So here, let's create the motion tween. Now you can scrub to frame 70, and then move him.
Turtle pile up.
Yeah. Now let's just experiment and see if he's see. I'm expecting him to walk.
High hopes for the poor little lad.
Well, he's a movie clip now, but he's. Why don't you double click on him and let's just see what we do. Okay, so
Well, he's got all the.
that's all right. Can you play that? I'm gonna see if you look at that. He's moving.
It's just when he turns into a movie clip, he forgets.
What is going on? See, we need the instance to be a movie clip in order to programmatically control it. Let's see. What am I missing here? I'm kind of like going, what are we missing here? We've got this
Right?
guy.
Because I can't figure out. I mean, I'm glad that I figured out the bone tools. Now it gives it a little bit more of a realistic. He looks more like a real turtle now, but.
All right, part of me says let's just go with what we got and not yet concern ourselves, because I think we can do a full-blown stop, but that stops the animation rather than just a selective stop where we selectively stop a given instance. Let's see. Let's do this. Why don't we back up what we did here, and let's go back to the one that's positively walking in scene one. And
Okay,
let's
so
back this out.
do you want me to delete?
Yeah, you can just
Okay.
undo until we're back to that layer being gone.
Okay.
All right, and now
And then
why don't you click on click on properties for a second here.
wonder if yeah. See, because I was playing around today. No, where was I playing? Oh, I played with this one, You'll like this one. I played with this animation and I'm almost tempted to use it.
Man, you could get a UFO sound.
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah, trust me, I was thinking about it. 'Cause with all of it though, I mean, I'm just all I need is animation and sound.
I'm sorry. I'm really excited about this. Well, that's a possibility. Yeah.
This is a possibility. I was playing with that, and then there was this one. This is where I started to learn my bone tool. I was playing with this one.
Got a fish there. He pulls a fish out from behind his ear. That looks like a fish.
Yeah, I was playing with that one. That's what I was learning how to do the.
That's nice.
But I can get it to stop.
At the end of the animation.
At the end of the animation, but I can't get this one to stop.
Yeah, this is the one where so that one stopped just because you hit the end of the animation.
Well, yeah.
And so this one, we still have animation to go, and we actually want to stop that one movie clip from continuing. Let's see.
Well, could if this becomes really like out of hand, difficult, with the turtles. I've got a.
Let me bounce another idea off you, and because let me just bounce this off you, because right now what we're doing is we're dealing with turtles that have a life of. In fact, why don't you double click on one of those turtles? I want to see how long their timeline goes.
Nope.
Double click on him.
Uh, 6:25.
Now that's the whole scene. But let's go into that one turtle. So select him or double click on him. Okay, now look at that. See that? Its life is 95 frames long. But it lives again every time it loops. So let me explain how this works. So at 24 frames per second and with a lifespan of 95 frames, its life cycle, quote unquote, is about 4 seconds long. And at the end of 4 seconds, it restarts its life. And so this thing is looping in a 4 second life. And then we take that 4 second life that's looping and we bring it into this world. Now let's come up to scene one. And so we come up into scene one, and this world, what's the lifespan of this world?
The 6.
The 625, let's see, divide by 24, so 625 divided by 24, and that's 26 seconds. So this world, the life of this world is 26 seconds long, and it's going to end there. Well, we bring into this world an object that's got a 4 second life, and it's so much that's so cool that at the end of the 4 seconds, it comes back to life and it relives its same 4-second life again. And then at the end of that 4 seconds, it relives its 4-second life again and again.
It resurrects all the way until
26 seconds later. And then when this world ends its life, it kills that thing. If we don't loop this world, that thing's going to die. So this guy's living about, 26 seconds, a 4-second life. He lives about 6.5 lives by the time this whole scene 1 is over. And so given that, we kind of have to think about this, because one thing we can do is to go into his world, into his life, and say, okay, we're going to extend your life. Instead of it being just a 95 frame life or a 4-second life, we're actually going to make your life 625 frames long. And he says,
okay,
man, then I don't have to die and resurrect every 4 seconds. With that being the case, then we can control his behavior over the 625 frame period, such as he stops walking, for example.
We can tell him to stop it.
Right.
Basic. Okay. So then that would mean that I would have to come over here, and would I would should I do tack on in here?
Yes.
And highlight out? Or
yes. I mean,
yes.
Let's just think about this for a second. Right now, his life is 95 frames long, and we're bringing a 95 frame life into a world of 625, and so he's going to have to die 6 times in order to live in our world, die and resurrect, because he loops. And this is one reason why we're having a hard time controlling him in this other world, because he just keeps dying and resurrecting and reliving the same thing, and we're kind of going, wait a second, we're at frame 70 and we want you to stop moving. And he says, well, I've got to keep living here, the only way I know how to live is I just loop and keep doing my thing. So this is how we go into his world and we say, okay, we're going to make a deal with you. We're going to extend your life to a full 625 frames, but we're going to tell you exactly what you're going to do during your entire life. And when we bring you back into this other world, you're going to live your entire life, one single life, in the world of scene 1, and you will be dictated exactly everything you're going to do on its own. And all we're going to do is drag you into this world. So we're going to live out his entire life. We're going to dictate if he's talking, if he's walking, if he's moving, where he moves, and stuff like that. And then we bring him, when we bring him into the other world, he'll have one life that's 625 frames long.
Okay, so then now that I've extended his life to 625, we're going to go so since he doesn't know how to walk in this area, I would have to show him how to walk, correct?
Unless you want him to just stand there. If you don't want him to just stand there while he's talking, during that time frame, you can just move his mouth, and then at the point it's time for him to move away and maybe go jump in the car, then we can move his body. But it might be during this part of his life that all he's doing is standing there talking, and so we would just move his lower jaw.
He's forgotten how to walk in a certain area, though.
Yeah, I mean, we have him stop.
I'll just have to fix that.
Well, down his walking. Oh, does he stop here?
Yeah, he stops right here. Watch, he's like, oh, I remembered I need to walk. And then he walks. And then he's forgotten to walk.
That may mean because
so he walks for 2 frames.
95 frames he stops walking. That may mean that the animation stopped looping. Maybe his life really ended and we're dragging a corpse, after frame 95.
Poor guy.
He's already dead.
Yeah.
I guess he's not.
Yeah, that's where he died. Yeah.
Oh.
See, this is, because he starts walking, Dumpty 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 Dum, and then he died.
There's no more tweening after that. The rest of his life here is just a snapshot. He got frozen in time. And that the second he hit frame 96, it's like, oh, freeze. And he, it was like an ice chill across the world. And, there was a meteor that hit and everything froze. And he freezes too. And there's no tweening. His dance is done. He's kind of done his gig.
I'm going to cheat. I want to stop him from walking at 200. Insert frame. I got this. All right. So, let's do. Let's say we're going to stop walking there. You're going to stop walking there. You're going to stop there. Okay. Where are you at? There you go. Okay. Then you guys. I'm gonna walk over here. Okay, and then you guys, are we done at the bottom? Yes, we need to make sure. Okay. Make sure that the body stays with us. Okay. Okay. Then we are going to insert frames into here. What did I go on? We're going to remove frames here. And then gonna move some more here. Remove you. Remove you. Oh, that was cheese. There we go. In. All right. So then let's go back to scene 1. One, boys. Lay down. Oops. 770. Right. Let's give you a whirl. Walkie, walkie. More walkie. Forgot to walk.
Little lobotomy there.
Yeah. I get that issue all the time with my tremors. Oh, I forgot I was supposed to walk. Walkie, walkie. Walkie. Forgot to walk. That's an easy fix, though. Yeah, that's an easy fix. That's only a couple of frames off. Okay, so both both match now. They both stop at 770. The who's the what's it's T1, I fixed all of his training.
Okay, good.
He walks he stops walking at this area.
Yeah.
I can fix in between. That's no problem. I can fix all of this in between.
Yeah, we kind of want to time his life now that it's the moment that he gets to the front and center is the moment that he stops walking, because technically he made it to his destination. Now he can start talking. And
yeah. And then I can work on his face. Now that, okay, so then he'll stop walking around, in this area. I just got to fix the timing. So then I don't have to put in that instance of him stopping, right?
yeah,
I don't have to put that in now because, well, he doesn't know that he has to walk past this point right here.
right. That's right.
Okay, and so then when I want him to start talking, since he stopped walking here, we'll say, then I would start him talking and moving the jaw from this point on.
That's right. You
Okay.
animate the jaw. So we're going to live out his entire life here in this world, and when we bring him into the other world, he'll live his entire life in this other world, because his life will extend as long as the other world number of frames. So he's going to have 625 frames of life here, and we're going to animate his entire life here. And when we bring him into the other one, he lives out his life. Yeah.
Okay, so then we're saying tomorrow, I am going to fix his. That's just wrong. I'm gonna fix his his timing. Oh, there he is. So tomorrow I'm gonna fix his timing, and hopefully add fix T2 up, and then start adding sound effects.
Okay. Yeah.
So
Sounds good.
all right, I got this. I think it all just clicked. So now I can fly right through this.
Yeah. Good. Well, I'm glad we got to this
Awesome.
point. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad that we fixed the hiccup that I was having. So what I'm gonna do then is tomorrow morning I'll start addressing his timing, and then I'll hopefully by maybe tomorrow afternoon I should have him and the other one at least up and walking and interacting with each other a lot smoother than what they are right now.
Okay. That sounds really good.
So, what time do you want to do tomorrow?
See, I could tentatively, let's see, we've got something at 12:45, I think. Let me look at my schedule really quick. Yeah, I'm possibly touch base. We can touch base at possibly 11:45 and spend some time together then. And then I can also meet after work too.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
combination of those two.
Yeah, we can do that. And then that way, hopefully I'll be really, really far by. You said 11:45, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, then that's cool. We'll do 11:45.
Okay.
Awesome. You have a great rest of the night.
Thank you. You too. Good job.
Thanks. Bye.
Goodbye.
So
Hey,
he's
cool.
fully functional and working. Which, I'm pretty stoked about.
Yes. Good. It doesn't have to die several lives.
No, it doesn't have to die and be resurrected again.
Yeah, I've heard of cats with 9 lives, but turtles with 9 lives, I was impressed,
right? He actually technically had like 18 lives because, he died a number of times.
Mm-hmm.
And I resurrected him
Wow.
multiple times. But, so he's pretty much, T1 is pretty much done.
Mm-hmm.
But what I noticed when I turned on my wax, it should have stopped and gone away. And it did not. Wonder how come this didn't go away? The wax.
All right, so the wax can is on the third layer down,
Yeah.
and go up one. And the fact that there are frames, you want it to go away at what point?
The 30, because that's when they start walking in.
Okay. So the fact that you've got frames on that layer after 30 means that you're extending the life of
that
thing. So to end its life, you have to truncate all the frames. Delete the frames. You can actually select from frame 30.
Oh, okay.
Use the select tool first. Wait a minute. You gotta change your tool up there.
Oh, that's on the transform.
Yeah, and then select. Sometimes you can select one frame and then do shift. Go to the other frame and then.
I'm gonna do it the difficult way.
And then right-click, remove frames.
There we go. So let's go back. There we go. Okay.
Its life is over.
You killed the wax can.
No, it vanished.
Oh, it
It's
vanished.
into a fourth dimension. These UFO wax hands, we think it's just 3 dimensions plus time. This thing controls time. It is in the same realm, but just in a different sphere of time.
So then if I was to remove these frames right here, the turtles won't be on.
Well, if you want those to not start up, then you don't want them to exist in frame 1.
Oh,
Yeah. So, but it's going to collapse those, and you actually want right. You don't want that first black dot to occur until frame 30.
Until there. Okay, so then I would move.
You kind of have to fill it up with that layer, but you don't want the black to begin until frame 30.
It goes there.
Yeah, and if you want, there's 4 frames there where which is fine,
Well, because would I want that space, because this is going to be a play button.
Okay.
So if this is the play button, wouldn't I want that space there?
Yeah. Let's see. If you want it to be a play button, then we would have to give it an instance. Let's see. We would want the animation to stop right here. Click on that. Click on that can for a second, and then click on properties. Let's see what kind of thing it is. All right. So we give it an instance name, because in order to give it directives and like stop its animation or tween, we have to address it by its name or its instance name. So you can call it whatever you want. This name is a name for it as an instance on the screen, and you can see so we give it a name. It's just kind of like let's say we had. We can have like many instances on our screen in our animation, and this is as you can see, if you go down 2 lines, it says instance of wax.
Oh, okay.
Wax is actually the symbol in the library, the movie clip symbol in the library, and when you drag the can out onto your screen, this is an instance of that wax symbol. This is not the symbol itself, it's an instance of it. So it's kind of like, for example, if you had a blueprint of a house and you went out and you built that house is an instance of that blueprint. And the symbol is kind of like the blueprint in the library. And when you drag it out onto the screen, it exists as an instance of that symbol. So the wax is the symbol, and and we have to name it, and so you give it a name. And so if you want, why don't you do it without spaces, because we're going to use that name as an object in our scripting. So with that being the case, now once you insert a layer, you can be insert a layer on your timeline. It can be above the proximity of the layers doesn't matter too much, but usually we find that you push it up to the top, and we call it actions, and that's typical. And this is where we have our own timeline layer, and then we select the frames where we want certain events to take place. So let's say you want this can to stop. And the animation to stop. So just click on that and then do an insert. We're going to go to the actions panel now. First of all, select the can itself. You have to select the instant, because all of the actions are going to be associated with the symbol. And by selecting it, you say, okay, this is the symbol I want to influence. And so go into the actions. You can go into code snippets if you want, and choose the open up the HTML5 canvas, and then I think it's right there where you stop a movie clip, and you can double click on that. Okay, so most of that is commented out scripting. It's lines 2 through 7 is all commented out, so that's fine to leave that there. Now,
Okay.
line number 9, it says this, and this is actually referring to, as far as JavaScript is concerned, this is really a placeholder for the entire document object model that this that the web page is really referring to. And when a browser tab is opened, it creates a this object. It's actually called a document object, and the document is the kind of thing it is. And that object is very sophisticated because it really represents all that's going on that web page, and all the objects, whatever's happening on that web page is all associated with the this. And so that's the topmost object is the this. Now, this dot playwax means, okay, I'm referring to playwax object, which is an instance of that symbol. That's here on my screen. So you go this dot playwax, and that's how you refer to that object. And then dot stop. Stop is actually a behavior or a function. The fact that there are parentheses after it indicates that it's a function call. And so this is how you direct that particular animation to stop. And so go ahead and run this, and let's see if it works.
Okay, so,
What happens in politics for all of us in a way, but specifically.
It did not work.
it didn't stop. It just played right through it.
Right. Let's see. Now, let's see. All right. We got the instance. Let's go look at your actions. Click over the right actions and up one to the actions. And so, okay, it says actions frame 27. This playwax stop. Let's try this dot alert, and let me see if ALERT. Is that going to work? Hold on.
And then, do you want me to do the?
Yeah, it's supposed to work. Let me see if I could. Let's see. Alert is the call, but normally it just shows up right there in the drop down, the prompt. Let's do this. Go to code snippets, and let's see. We want it to display a message. Let's see. Click to display a text field. No, let's see. Try the event handler section. Let's see. Click. There's one that just says display a message. Let's see. Give me a second while I research that. What I wanted to do is to.
Wouldn't it be this one? Click to go to frame and play, or click to go to frame and stop?
That's where that works with a button, and try to stop at this frame. Well, we do want that to be like a clickable button. Maybe that's.
Yeah. So if I did it, click to play.
I just realized what the problem is.
Yeah.
It's got to be a button symbol.
Okay, I get you. So then we're gonna.
Go into the.
There we go.
I think that's gonna do it. I think that's it. If not, we'll keep debugging it. But
Yeah.
did it not work?
No, it skipped right over it again. Watch.
Let's see here. All right, let's click on that. Let's go back to that can here. Let's see.
Okay.
Okay, go back to properties. Let's just double check that. There's a button. Okay. Let's see. Button. Let's go back to the code snippets. And let's see. Scroll down to let's see. Mouse click events. Numbers. Click on the mouse click event. Double click on that. And
There's the alert.
okay, mouse clicked. Okay. So it is just alert. It's not this.alert. It's just alert. Okay. So let's just test this. And let's see. We really want it to stop at that frame. This is frame 26. Upper left, can you click on actions frame 27?
Oh, 27.
All right. Yeah, remove line 10 there. So, okay, so we want this thing to stop. We want this thing to stop right there at that frame, and it's not stopping. Let's go back in the code snippets there. Let's see. Scroll up and scroll up. Click on stop at this frame. Let's just stop. Up one.
Oh, hang on.
Up two, I mean.
Okay. The stop one, right?
No, up. Do that.
Stop at this first.
Yeah. This stop. Okay. All right. So why don't you remove line 1 through 9 of this thing. And let's go ahead and run that. Let's see, frame 27. Frame 20, the action on frame 26.
Yeah.
That's okay. We'll get back to this here in a second. Why don't you go ahead and test it to see if indeed that hand stops on frame 27.
No, it just said right over it.
We're now seeing, including tonight, big vocal protests.
All right, do me a favor, save your project. And
okay.
now those other two projects are there. Do you want to save those? They have some changes to it.
Oh, they're already saved.
All right.
Well, no.
Okay, so what I want you to do is go ahead and exit out of this program, and then we'll go back in. Exit out of the whole program. You can just do like Command Q or
Oh.
Q. I can't remember.
And then
File exit. No, yeah, exit all the way out. So go
okay.
go file and then upper left. Yeah.
Oops.
Okay.
Oh, sorry about that. Hang on. Okay. So then
click on Open Recent there, and then click on the one that
It was.
I assume that one. What I'm trying to test is to see if there's something wrong with Adobe Animate that we need to figure out. Yeah, so I don't think that'll solve anything, but just give it a try. Let's see if
It pauses a little bit.
let's
See
see.
if we.
Okay.
Oops, go back one.
Let's see. What are we doing wrong?
To give some direction to that change, to force that change in a way that not only opens up for more and more families, but it helps us build a future that works not
See if
just for
that's.
some of our kids, but a future that works for all of our kids.
No,
That's just
it just speeds right over it.
Yeah. Let's go into your library for a second. Yeah, just go in the library. Where it says wax in the very bottom,
Yeah.
do a duplicate of that. Right click and duplicate. And change it to like wax button or something like that. Yeah, right. Change to a button. And this is the name of the symbol. Okay. And now drag that and drop it on the screen, and it doesn't anywhere. And
Yes.
okay. Let's see. Now that,
Nick, the dogs. Sorry. Let me. There we go. Hang on. Next time, answer, Nick. You didn't.
Who are they barking at?
Cat, dog.
Places there where we could overlap. And I really do want to say, you want to do things that really will help your economic security in this country. We have, okay, we don't have to overlap, we don't have to compete with each other. Let's do this thing. Now, on the other hand, if you think that we're going to build economic security in America,
Okay.
we're going to turn this whole street. To do whatever they want to do. And
Oops.
things are up and they were actually out of the No.
Let's see if that. Okay. At least that came in the. I was trying to just get it in the direction that. In the motion that I wanted it to come from. Oh. Okay, so we got it to where I want it to stop.
all right. Click on properties now. Let's see what it's in.
Oh. This sprite right here is the other code. When I duplicated the layer, it made a second action, making the top actions null and void, is what I'm getting from, because it's not paying attention to the. There's two buttons now. There's two actions.
Well, I I'm doubtful that that's affecting you.
You think? I mean, because this is the one that we just had. We put the code on, or the code snippets on, and then when we put this is the duplicate, and I replaced the duplicate, so it gave me this action
Yeah,
layer.
I think you can just delete that layer and be done with it.
Okay.
And click on the can, and let's click on properties. I want to see if it's an instance of the button, and call it, let's say, can button or something like that, or wax. You can call it whatever you want, but no spaces. And you can name an instance the same name as the symbol that it's from, which is fine. Yeah, wax butt.
The behind the scenes
Family
stuff.
friendly, my whatever.
Okay, fine.
Oh man.
Actually, I'll do this because I don't like all that crap. BTN.
Yeah. All right, that's friendly.
Yeah.
And let's go into your actions panel.
Oh, okay.
And click on frame 26 and change that play wax on line 10 to the word that you just created.
Oh, okay, right here. Let's see.
Do you want to be the chair of the Democratic Party?
All right, and go ahead and run it and click on it while it's in that first 20 frames. With your mouse, just try to click on it, because I'm curious if you can get it to get that message alert to pop up.
Alert. Ah.
Do you have a favorite action somewhere? Because Congressman Ellison was endorsed by Senator Sanders today. Do you have a favorite candidate? Are you going to be involved in that at all? Do you see that as sort of external irresponsible? No. So I talked with Congressman Ellison. I really like him, and I think he's terrific. And I think he would make a terrific DNC chair. I just recently heard that.
We want it.
I mean, literally just a few minutes ago, heard that Howard Dean maybe says I talked to him. I'd like to hear what his vision is. But I want lots of Democrats engaged and ready. We're going to finish our running mate in 2020. So I was good in there. It is a long way off. What we got to do right now, really, is
Okay. So. With this actions.
Oh, I got an idea. Change your frames per second. See if you can change the frames per second down to, let's say, change it down to, let's say, 4. That's 4 frames per second. Let's float way down. Wait a minute, that put you on frame 4. Right in the middle, see if you can change your frames per second.
Just kidding.
Yeah. No, does that, can you double click right there in the middle where it's FPS? Does that let you double click? Right there?
No, it's this one, isn't it?
No, that tells you exactly how many seconds you're into your thing. You went to frame 24, and because it's 24 frames per second, that's 1 second into it. So now, why is it letting you change the frame rate? Let's see. Does it have anything to do? Why can't you change frame rate? Click on the canvas. Maybe it's what you got selected. No, off canvas, to the right, off stage. Just click over off stage. Let me see if we can. Okay, click properties. Let's see. Canvas document.
Oh, here, right here. Oops.
It's funny that frame, that's not editable right there. Okay. Now, while it's going, try to click on it with your mouse.
On the wax?
Yep, on that can. You clicked on it, but it didn't give us the alert message.
No. It didn't give the alert, and it didn't stop.
Let's see. Let's go back and check the properties on that.
Oh,
No, select the can again.
oh, okay.
I want to see. Wax button. Okay, button, color effect. Visible. Why don't you double click on that symbol there on the left, the can. Just double click on it. Let's see. Go into mouse up, mouse over, and mouse down. Click on the mouse down frame. Hold on, I'm gonna try it here on my screen here. Just
Okay.
see what I'm missing. So, tell me again. You're in Idaho, aren't you?
Yeah. Or same time.
Okay. Let's see. Right click. Convert to symbol. Right button.
New fingerprint resistant stainless steel. It's not clear November. Save on Maytag fingerprint resistant stainless steel at the Home Depot. Everything's great about Corona. In the can. Trying to use the Jedi mind trick. Don't keep mocking. Play. Not wearing a tinfoil hat or something. Look at that name. Rose. Step inside. Play. Play. Keep mocking.
Let's see. Let's see. Okay, all right, well, I'm not getting that to work.
Huh. Well, I'll look to see, and if anything, I don't really need a button, do I?
No, actually,
Okay.
no.
I was just gonna throw that. I was just gonna throw that in there, but if not, then I can live.
Yeah. So, what about some sound effects? You got any of that?
Yeah, I got library. I've got the car.
Okay.
Oh wait, Crawdad Stump. I've got this one. That's for the turtles.
All right.
Huh. They didn't transfer over, or I accidentally deleted them when I was going crazy. Downloads. Well, let's see what I have in my. There's the car. Easily amused I am. That was the car.
Okay.
Put that in there. And then there was a swampy one, I think. No, that wasn't it. Oh, that was the other car, but I ended up choosing the peel out. But for the most part, the Swampland or the Crawdad. The Crawdad will be for the turtles, like walking in.
Okay.
And then that squeal, the tire burning, and all of that one, that'll be the car peeling out at the end.
Okay.
So for the most part, I think I'm pretty sure I can get everything.
All right. Tomorrow afternoon, I've got a football game to go to, but I think I'm open in the morning and then later in the evening.
Good night, Nick. Love you.
Okay. Yeah. If I run into a oh my God moment, I'll give you a text.
Okay.
In the afternoon.
All right.
And we'll go from there. I feel very secure in the fact that I'll be done tomorrow.
Okay.
I hope so. I mean, it is my final and it's the last day.
Yeah. I will probably I'll probably stay in touch with you tomorrow. Just touching base.
Okay. Just check in to see if all the turtles are alive still.
Yeah, I got a little worried. There's a watch on you, and I just thought
the murder watch. The murder watch. Turtle parts are flying everywhere.
And I didn't want to make a big deal about it, but I thought it was important at least.
She's lost her mind.
I'm not being judgmental or anything. Being supportive.
She's gone rogue for the turtles. Yeah, I'll try to behave myself because we're cutting it down to the wire now with me tearing apart my turtles and ripping them a new one and then putting them back together.
Yeah, it's definitely felt like a biology class.
Yeah. Using that bone tool, it feels almost like biology class. The elbow is connected to the. Oh. So yeah. So no. Yeah, I'll probably be up early tomorrow, messing around with it, and we'll go from there.
All right. Are you on Facebook?
Yes, I am.
Do you have like a name?
Yeah, it should be under Chris Adams McGinley.
Yeah, I found it.
You found me?
Yep. There you
Okay.
are.
I'm not hard to find.
Yep.
So now I got to keep it PG and not talk about school, right?
Yeah. Just checking on, make sure this is all within within
And
guidelines.
there's no turtle parts on Facebook either.
Yep. Just making sure everything's. Oh, we see beast mode on. Now that concerns me just a little bit.
I like my beast mode.
Well, these dogs.
Yeah, you'll get a number of laughs in there. I'm pretty.
Yeah, these dogs seem pretty healthy. I'm kind of relieved. These two dogs have survived the.
They've survived the Holocaust. I haven't torn them apart or dissected them, so they're living.
All the scientific experiments have apparently survived, or
Yeah, they're gonna be 4 this year. We adopted them 3 years ago, a little over 3 years ago, and they're brothers, so we take good care of each other. But all right, well, I shall get some rest and go ballistic on turtles tomorrow.
Okay.
All right, you have a good night, and talk to you later.
All right. Yeah.
You too. Bye.
Bye.